This is a do or die week for a lot of fantasy football managers, so let's make sure we're starting the right guys. With that being said, these are the players you need to be sitting this week. To start things off, we have to be sitting every single player from the Houston Texans. They are facing a brutal matchup against the Dallas defense. If we look at the sports books, Dallas is projected to win by 17 points. It is not going to be close. The Texans also have the lowest team total out of every team this week, projected at 14 points. You've got to be sitting Dameon Pierce this week. He hasn't had over 14 fantasy points since week 8, and the Texans will be trailing the entire game, so it's not a positive game script for Dameon Pierce. They will have to pass a lot to stay in the game. You should also be looking to sit Rachaad White. They're playing the 49ers, which arguably has the best defense in football. The Bucs are only projected 17 points this week, which is less than the Jets, Jaguars, and the Ravens. It looks like there's a 50-50 split in backfield carries between Rachaad White and Leonard Fournette. Not to mention that the 49ers allow the least fantasy points to opposing running backs by a lot. If we look at last week, the backfield was pretty much split 50-50 until the Bucs started making their comeback, and that is when Leonard Fournette saw 24 out of the 30 snaps from the backfield. Another player you absolutely need to be sitting this week is Latavius Murray. He ranks 59th in true yards per carry amongst running backs and 48th in yards per touch as a starting running back. Not to mention Mike Boone is back. He saw 12 carries out of the backfield last week, which might not seem like a lot, but that cemented him as the number 2 running back, and he is sure to see more volume coming soon. The Broncos are also not projected to keep a close game with the Chiefs this week, which means they're going to have to draw up a very pass-heavy attack. Please stay away from Latavius Murray where you can. Another guy you need to keep an eye on this week to sit is Jamal Williams. He has been an absolute touchdown machine, scoring 14 touchdowns in 12 games this year, but 11 of those touchdowns have come in the 1-yard line. His touchdown reliability is going to decrease with DeAndre Swift getting more of a role in this offense. Last week, we saw DeAndre Swift split red zone carries 2-2 with Jamal Williams. Without his guaranteed touchdown upside, Jamal Williams really doesn't have anything to keep him fantasy relevant. He doesn't catch the ball out of the backfield. He only averages 60 rushing yards a game without DeAndre Swift. Now that he's back and healthy into this offense, he's not a good start this week. We also have to be sitting every single running back in the Ravens offense. There are just so many better options out there. If we look at Gus Edwards, they have pretty much phased him out of the offense. He saw 17 carries last week, which tied him with Justin Hill. Kenyon Drake saw 34, which is twice that. Now, that does not mean we can go through and start Kenyon Drake just because he saw more carries last week. This is a 3-man backfield committee. With Lamar out, that means less red zone opportunities. TJ Watt is also coming back for the Steelers defense. This is not a matchup to start any of these running backs. That is going to end this video for the top players you need to be sitting at all costs this week. Go ahead and drop a like if you did enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the top starts coming out tomorrow.